Anthony, tell us what is going on for you.
Nice
Good to see you again. Come a little closer just for camera.
Okay.
What is going on for you guys at this conference?
This has been a great conference for us. I don't know if everybody saw the general session, but we were able to roll out concepts of innovation at the general session.
Yes.
We had a small vignette between a lot of the speakers, and that's been a big concept for us in general.
Yeah. Now, people at home have not seen the general session, so refresh them what happened.
So in the general session, we have a partner called Bluescape that brought in one of the large collaborative touch screens.
How large was that?
It was a pretty good size. This one was, let's say, about 4 feet by 6 feet or so.
Right.
And we actually have one that is in our innovation lab that is as big as an entire wall. So picture 12 55-inch screens all together, but it was run with a collaborative software behind it that allows you to use 3 different concepts. It's basically, it dislocates location, let's call it that way. I mean, you could be anywhere and collaborate inside this environment, so anywhere around the world at any given time.
Really?
And then also it makes you more agile, and obviously it speeds things up when you're more agile. And then just having the collaborative environment. So for us, it's about 2 things. It's about our clients, using that environment to help our clients be more effective and innovative, but then also how we deliver our work to our clients. So over this time, what we're doing is we're creating tools and templates and changing our methodologies and how we deliver our work to our client base.
Let's talk a little bit about NOI Strategies. When you tell someone about the company, what do you say?
So we are part of a larger company, Cohn Resnick, and we are in the advisory services practice. So we also, when you think about the whole company, it's audit, tax, and advisory. So we're a complete, advisory company, and within that, NOI Strategies is a division that focuses on real estate construction advisory services. And if I had to put a bumper sticker on it, it's strategy, operations, and technology for the real estate and construction industry.
Based on what you're seeing in the show this year, how will you change how you are advising your people? Or how will you strengthen the directions you're already taking?
So what we're seeing is obviously this stressing of innovation and it being a concept that it's not something that's a eureka moment.
Right.
But innovation is really about working at it every day and trying to push the boundaries of how you do things.
Sure.
And I'll be the first to admit that especially since I'm a top-down person, industry first. I used to think that technology followed the industry, but I'm feeling now that technology is wagging the dog a bit.
Really?
So that's something I think people should really consider. It means it changes the business model on its own. So if you think about Uber or Amazon, Jim was talking about autonomous cars, and then the gentleman who did from CBRE Research early on in the general session, and these are all can change our business model in real estate construction.
Right.
So that's a big concept.
And so how is NOI coping with these changes and using and leveraging these changes to the industry?
So for us, it's about using our innovation platform and focusing in on operational intelligence and integrated business planning. So what's happening is, over the last X years, people have wrung out the concepts of their financial and operational systems, and they've done as much as they can around those processes. Now it's taking information that's collected in and around that, and I think you heard talking about data analytics and big data. There's so much information that's collected in and around in your operational platforms, meaning you're in your buildings, on construction sites, and using that information to manage your business better, and that's where that operational intelligence umbrella comes in. But then you're collecting data about your building, helping you manage those individual assets. So an asset is all these lighting components here, or an HVAC unit. And using that information to run your properties more profitably, but then also taking that information and moving it, how I'm calling it now, into a financial intelligence and into an integrated business platform that allows the company to run budgets, forecasts, and then a company model all in a continuous fashion. So it all gets linked, and that's the biggest difference, and that's what we're counseling our clients about now.
Do your clients really realize a benefit from that circular model that you offer?
Many of them are looking towards that model, and what they're doing is they're creating a longer term plan and piecing it out so that they can create the overall platform, but allow some value along the way. So that's been one of the other concepts. We're all moving into a more agile mindset because most of the companies, they need to see some value at 3 months, at 6 months, at 9 months, and they're saying, I can't wait for a full 12-month project before I start seeing some value.
Right.
So and we're sort of piecing those out that way.
If there's one thing that attendees of this show should know, need to know, don't know perhaps, about NOI Strategies, what is it?
I would say that we provide the complete service model. So it's about the advisory piece, the strategy level, and it's strategy in and around technology and all these processes, but it's also strategy around the organizational layout, the process layout, and the whole enterprise architecture, and that we can actually not just help them implement it, but then manage it long term. So a managed services platform.
I know you have been at this for a long time. What is it that you most enjoy about what you do?
Well, I mean, you have to have passion around the industry segment. So, I started out on a construction site, and to think about, I say banging nails to working in and around technology every day. It's an interesting process, but you have to love the opportunity to make a business run better. So my passion is I learn about what a balance sheet means, what a P&L means, and then how is that impacted by the work that I do. So I want to make an impact on one of those two when we do a project. And here in North America, for sure, it's around return on investment.
Yeah.
And so I want to make sure when our teams are on site working for our clients that they see value in what we do every day. But we really love making an impact on our clients' businesses. That's really what it's about.
Anthony, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Anthony Nazzaro, NOI Strategies, being one of our final guests here on the show. We're coming to a close.